A Model S crashed into a fire truck, Elon Musk's potentially massive payday, and I take a ride with Tim Stevens in the Model 3. Let's hit the Tesla track. Greetings and welcome to the Tesla track. I'm Ashley Esqueda and I'll be recapping the biggest Tesla news at the beginning of every month. And I might have some fun surprises in store for you too. This month, a lot happened over at Tesla. You might have heard about the Model S that rear-ended a fire truck. Usually a standard accident wouldn't be newsworthy, but this time it's a little different. The Culver City firefighters' Twitter account posted a picture of the accident and said, quote, "The driver reports the vehicle was on autopilot," unquote. Fortunately, no one was hurt in the accident, and it doesn't seem like the driver blamed autopilot. They just told the firefighters it was engaged at the time of the accident. Since Autopilot is potentially involved here, the U.S. National Transportation Safety Board announced they'd send 2 employees to look into the crash and conduct a field investigation. It might be a while for that report, though. A previous fatality accident involving Autopilot and a Model S took over a year to investigate. Friendly reminder, Tesla drivers, Autopilot is a helper, not a fully functional Level 5 autonomous chauffeur. Eyes on the road, friendos. Tesla CEO Elon Musk stands to be the richest guy on Earth if a new compensation agreement works out. Tesla's board of directors submitted a new 10-year compensation roadmap for Musk, and it's a little different than most of our paychecks. The deal is a 100% pay-for-performance structure, so no salary, no bonuses. All of the compensation is based on the company continuing to grow and make money. Elon gets new stock every time the company makes $50 billion in revenue, but that stock only vests if the company achieves 12 out of 16 listed milestones and every single market capitalization milestone, which are kind of lofty goals. The translation, though? Elon's going to be CEO of Tesla for at least another decade, and if he achieves those milestones, the company's value is going to make shareholders super happy while simultaneously making Musk one of the richest human beings on the planet, which sounds like a win-win. Shareholders still have to approve the deal, though, and they'll likely be voting to approve or deny that plan in early February 2018. Of course, there were a ton of other Tesla headlines last month. Tesla's massive power pack project in Australia made over $1 million in a few days. Some dude got arrested on suspicion of DUI in San Francisco and then explained to the cops that his stalled Model S was on autopilot. The Tesla Semi was spotted driving around Santa Clarita, California, and pictures of what could be the first totaled Model 3 hit the internet and also broke my heart. Speaking of the Model 3, our very own Roadshow editor-in-chief and the most dapper drifter I know, Tim Stevens, reviewed it. I begged him to let me come up to SF to drive the Model 3, which sadly he declined, but I was able to go up to SF and sit in it and play a little road trip game to find out some of Tim's favorite and least favorite features. I thought it'd be fun to play this game called Fortunately, Unfortunately, where you start a statement with fortunately or unfortunately about the Model 3.
Okay.
And then I respond with something that might be a little bit either true or false. Okay. It could be fun. And then you build upon that for the last time, and then we'll talk about that part of the car.
Okay.
All right. So you start. You have to make a statement using fortunately or unfortunately about the Model 3.
Okay. Unfortunately, there's no cruise control stock.
Fortunately, there could someday be voice controls to make up for it.
Unfortunately, the voice controls don't work if there's no internet connection to the car.
Ouch. Okay, so the next fortunately, unfortunate, I feel like has to be maybe about the user experience. So maybe I'll start and say, unfortunately, some features are buried 3 to 4 menus deep.
Fortunately, Tesla's very progressive about software updates, and I'm sure they're listening, so keep posting on Reddit, because I'm sure they're watching that too. There will be changes to come for sure, fortunately.
Unfortunately, I cannot just yell, Tesla left, and it turns. Yet.
Not yet.
Yet.
Not yet, no.
Yet. Okay, so let's do one last fortunately, unfortunately, about the exterior of the car.
Exterior. Fortunately, it looks pretty nice. I know that's a hard one to follow up on.
Unfortunately, the panel gap issue seems to still be around a little bit, but it's much better than
right, yeah.
the beginning.
Yeah, fortunately, it's we've seen pictures of the early Model 3s that had pretty not great
sizable
panel
gap.
gaps. This car is really not that bad. There's definitely some issues. You can see a few places where things don't quite line up right, which is not so bad for a $35,000 car, but we got to keep reminding people this is a $57,000 car we're in.
Fully loaded.
Not so good.
Well, since obviously this car makes you so depressed, which it really doesn't, but I'm just saying that so that I can tell you to, I think we're done here. I think you can just hand it over to me and I'll take it from here.
Sorry, Ashley, this one's gonna go back to Tesla. And I signed my life away, so I had to protect it with my life.
So unfair. I'm gonna tell Elon on you.
Okay.
Rude.
That's okay.
That is it for this month's show. I will be back in a few weeks with more of the latest Tesla news. Until then, check out theroadshow.com for all of your favorite electric vehicle coverage, and then hit me up on Twitter at Ashley Esqueda with the hashtag TeslaTrack to suggest stories, ask questions, or honestly, show off your sweet, sweet Teslas. You might even end up featured on the show. Until next time, Teslavas, be good humans.